folks. This is Mr. Harlan speaking. Today we're going to be discussing food labels, how to read them, why it's important, and after this lesson, hopefully you can look at that Pop-Tart that you get in the morning and realize that the majority of it is pure sugar. So here we go. This is my first one of these. I'm sitting here at my desk talking to the computer. I feel really weird. So here we go. Play along. Okay, so most of you have seen these labels before, right? Calories, fats, cholesterol, sodium, carbs, protein, all the things we need to live and survive on a daily basis. But a lot of us don't really know what it really means, right? What is amount per serving? What is serving size? Can we eat more than one serving size of chips? Yeah, of course we can, because a serving size of chips, it could be 12 and I can eat that in one handful. So let's move along here. Reading labels helps you become aware of what you are eating. You should be aware of what you put in your body, right? It makes sense. If you are what you eat. You've heard that before, but if you fill your body with trash and you're an athlete and you expect to go out and break the school record in the mile today in gym class, it's not going to happen, right? You need a balanced diet, and reading these labels will help you with that. Nutrition facts, again, just kind of helps you keep track of what you're putting in your body. So, serving size. All the information on the rest of the label. This is from calories to vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, etc. This label will also list how many servings are in the package. So even foods that look like they have a single serving, such as a bottle of juice or soda or a packet of chips, may contain more than one serving. And it's okay to eat more than one serving. If you followed the guidelines of eating strictly by serving size, you would weigh 60 pounds and be hungry all the time, and that's not what we want. So, serving size. Usually serving size, if it's a soda, if it's a liquid, it's in milliliters or ounces or liters. Usually serving size in America isn't listed for solid foods by grams. It's more of a European thing. Usually serving size will contain a number, right? 12 chips, 8 pretzels, for example. So, Bill Nye, if you remember from a couple weeks ago, discussed what a calorie is. A calorie is a way to simply measure how much energy that food provides to your body. Okay, food is fuel. We learned that when we did the digestive system. The calories from fat tell you how many calories in that serving come from fat, right? We need fat in our diets. Fat kind of gets a bad rap in this day and age, but it is very important in our day-to-day life. Total fat shows us how much fat is in a single serving of food. So our bodies need some fat every day, but eating too much, obviously, can lead to obesity and health problems. So here we can see the amount per serving of calories. So this isn't the whole entire bag of chips, let's say, right? This is just one serving size. So 172 grams of chips contains 200 calories. From that one serving size, the total fat is 1 gram. So in this case, this is very low. 1 gram of fat per 200 calories. That's pretty darn low. So the important thing to realize here is that fat is a great source of energy. That is your body's last reserve for energy. So first you will burn other things, carbs, proteins, simple sugars, and then your body will go for fats. So example, if you want to lose weight, you will cut calories, and when you feel hungry, your body is actually burning fat for energy. Okay? So again, fat is important for protection of the skin, bones, and definitely padding for internal organs. Some of us, like myself, just have a little more padding than others, right? There's two kinds of fats. Maybe you've heard this before, maybe you haven't. There is, quote, healthy fats and unhealthy fats. So healthy fats are unsaturated fats, which come from vegetable oils, nuts and fish, avocados. These fats don't raise cholesterol levels. So these fats are nice because they make you feel full, right? If you're like me and you have a high metabolism and you're hungry all the time, eating lots of unsaturated fats will help you feel full without raising your cholesterol. Saturated fats or trans fats are considered bad because they do increase or can increase a person's cholesterol, right? And that's a cascading effect with heart disease, high blood pressure, things along those lines. And these are found in greasy foods, animal products, fried foods, right? I am a sucker for mozzarella sticks. I love mozzarella sticks. They're my favorite food in the whole wide world, but they contain a lot of cheese and a lot of deep fat fried oils. So again, the total fat is 1 gram. And then here it'll break it up into healthy fats, saturated fats, fish, avocado, grains, and then trans fats, animal products, things like bacon, hamburgers, things like that. All the delicious things in life, right? Cholesterol. So eating too much of those trans fats can lead to higher cholesterol. Now, again, we all need cholesterol. It's not bad for you. We need it in our body. It produces vitamin D. So we get vitamin D from the sun, but it's not always sunny, right? We know that, especially in the wintertime in Montana. Um, the liver manufactures most of the cholesterol that a person needs. It can also be found in foods like meat and fish. You guys don't have to worry about high cholesterol at your age, but your diet will dictate your cholesterol in the future. So just keep that in mind. The two types of cholesterol. I'm not going to get into these right now. We don't need to know these. Sodium. So this is a big one. Sodium is a component of salt. You know that. Sodium chloride, NaCl. All foods, most foods, contain some type of sodium because it adds flavor, right? The first thing I add when I'm cooking to something is salt and pepper. Know that processed, packaged, and canned foods contain a ton of sodium. So all of those quick foods you like to eat, mac and cheese, soup from a can, whatever it may be, those are loaded with sodium. Okay, loaded with sodium. Small amounts are important. We need salt in our diet. Okay, it's a big one with fluid balance, right? Things like hypertonic, hypotonic solutions. It's the same thing in your body, right? We need a healthy balance of water inside your cells and outside of your body. It helps the body transmit electrical signals via nerve impulses for your muscles, but too much can increase water retention and blood pressure. So again, I have high blood pressure. I've told you this quite a bit. So eating too much sodium for me is pretty detrimental. So I really have to watch how much sodium I crank into my body. Sodium, 7 milligrams. That's pretty darn low. Gosh, whatever food we're eating here is pretty healthy. Carbs. Carbs provide energy. The best sources of carbs are fruits and vegetables, but mostly whole grain foods like cereals, breads, pastas, rice. Okay, so carbs, the thing with carbs is, why do they give you energy? Carbs are broken down into simple sugars. Your body uses those simple sugars for quick fuel, right? Quick fuel. But eating too many carbs, if they're broken down into sugars and your body can't use all those sugars, it's stored as fat. So you might hear your parents go, I'm trying to save weight, I'm cutting carbs out, right? Well, I love carbs. Why would we cut carbs out? Because they're broken down into sugars. If you're not active enough, you don't use those sugars for fuel, your body will store them as fat. Fiber makes you poop. Helps keep your digestive system healthy. Fiber is good for you. It can also reduce cholesterol levels. It has no calories and it can help you feel full. Okay, fiber is very important. High-grained, multi-grain cereals, bananas, apples, lots of fruits contain fiber. Okay, lots of vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, those are all packed with fiber. Proteins. Proteins are pretty self-explanatory. They're the building blocks of the body. All body cells are made up of protein. If the body does not get enough fat and carbohydrates, it can use protein for energy. So this is not good. This is not what we want, right? So if you are not getting enough solid foods, fat, carbs, pastas, meats in your diet, your body will actually eat away at your muscles and you will become a stick. 13 grams of protein, that's quite a bit for this serving size here. Vitamins and minerals. Hopefully you learned about this in 7th grade health last year. Vitamins and minerals are important because we can't make these in our body, right? We have to ingest vitamins and minerals in order for our body to use them. Okay, calcium, cheese, milk. These are all important in just basic body functions. Okay. Percent daily value. These percentages show the amounts of nutrients an average person will get from eating one serving of that food. Okay, so these are your percent daily values. Now, some of these are going to be over 100, right? If you have a can of soup, the sodium level is going to be probably pushing 80, 90 to 100%. So it's kind of weird to think about how eating one can of Campbell's chunky soup, right, that you get from Town and Country, can contain almost your whole recommended daily value of sodium. Advisory and warning statements. These are important to look at if you have an allergy, right? Peanut allergies, soy allergies, things like that. Wheat, soy, egg, etc. Usually, you will always find allergy information down below. Not too important, not too important, not too important. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. You can go ahead and get started on working on your nutrition label worksheet. Come see me if you have any questions.